Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome to every NFL team's best draft pick ever. So in today's video, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be going over the best draft pick, in my opinion, that every NFL team's ever made. So obviously, if a team drafted a player that ended up being really good for them, like in the 5th, 6th round, that holds more value as the best draft pick ever than maybe some of their better first-round draft picks. So today's video is going to be obviously NFL draft themed because the draft is tomorrow, and tomorrow's video is also going to be NFL draft themed. So with that being the case and the draft being so close, let me know what player you want your favorite team to draft in the first round in the comment section below. With that said, pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully, if this video triggers you, I don't know what to say. I'll give up. Hopefully, guys do enjoy today's video, and if you do, make sure to drop a like on the video because every like really does help out the channel a lot. So let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes for today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Once we do hit 200,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a massive console giveaway to you guys. So be sure to subscribe to have a chance to take part in an incredible giveaway. And if you want to have another chance to win a console, I am doing an Instagram console giveaway once we do hit 10,000 followers. So be sure to go follow my Instagram if you haven't, link in the description box below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell and have it selected to all videos so you do not miss any uploads on the channel. And starting today, I am going to start shouting out a comment every single video. The comment's going to be from the previous uploaded video, and one of the first 15 people to comment will be selected to be shouted out for my next video. So make sure you have notifications on to have a chance to be shouted out. As always, hang in there merch, top of the description box below. Every single dollar earned from the shirt sales is going directly to charity, getting so close to our goal of shirt sales. So be sure to go buy a shirt to be a part of a great cause while also rocking some awesome merch. Long intro RBT over with. Let's get into the rest of the video. San Francisco 49ers Joe Montana was picked in the 3rd round of the NFL draft. Now I know in the intro, I think I said I was only going to do recent drafts, but screw it. I'm also going to include legends. But of course, Joe Montana was a pretty good quarterback, to get drafted in the 3rd round, so that's why I went with him. Chicago Bears Matt Forte was drafted in the 2nd round of the 2008 NFL draft and had a pretty good career with the Bears, and then last couple years with the Jets. A very solid running back, especially to get drafted in the 2nd round. And that's a theme. I tried my best to go with later round players in this draft because obviously that's more value for the pick when they draft them later. But if there is first overall selections, which there are a couple, actually a lot, they ended up being pretty good. Cincinnati Bengals Anthony Munoz. And speaking of first round picks, here's the first one of the video. He was actually the 3rd overall pick in the draft. And the reason he's in the video, because he ended up being arguably, one of the best tackles in NFL history. Buffalo Bills Bruce Smith. Another first round pick. Actually, it was the 1st overall pick of this draft, but they could have done a lot worse because Bruce Smith ended up being one of the best defensive ends in NFL history. Denver Broncos Terrell Davis was drafted in the 6th round of the 1995 NFL draft. And he only played for 7 years, but out of those 7 years, he won 2 Super Bowls and was elected to 3 Pro Bowls. Was a pretty good running back, especially to be a 6th round draft pick. Cleveland Browns Jim Brown. 6th overall pick in the 1st round of the 1957 NFL draft. The Cleveland Browns haven't got many draft picks right in their history, but Jim Brown was one of them. He ended up being a decent running back, 9 Pro Bowls, okay, not bad. Tampa Bay Buccaneers Warren Sapp. The 12th overall selection in the 1st round of the 1995 NFL draft. Ended up being one of the best players in Buccaneers history and one of the best defensive linemen in NFL history. So they could have done a lot worse. Arizona Cardinals Larry Fitzgerald, 3rd overall pick in the 1st round. There's a bunch of different players that could have gone here, but Larry Fitzgerald's been such a great, consistent player for so long with the Cardinals. LA Chargers Junior Seau, 5th overall pick in the 1st round of the 1990 overall draft. One of the best linebackers in NFL history, elected to 12 Pro Bowls. I think that 1st round selection was warranted. Kansas City Chiefs Jamal Charles, 3rd round draft pick. I could have gone with like Tony Gonzalez and a couple other guys, but I don't want this whole video to be 1st round draft picks because, 3rd round draft pick to be as good as Jamal Charles is pretty good. 4 Pro Bowls, decent running back. Indianapolis Colts Peyton Manning, 1st overall pick. If you're the number 1 overall draft pick and you end up being your team's best ever draft pick, that means you were pretty good. Dallas Cowboys Roger Staubach, 10th round draft pick. Dog, they don't even have 10 rounds anymore. This guy won 2 Super Bowls and was elected to 6 Pro Bowls and was drafted in a round that doesn't even exist anymore. Miami Dolphins, Dan Marino. 27th overall pick in the first round of the 1983 draft. He was a first round draft pick, but a late one. And to spend a 27th overall pick on a guy that ends up winning 9 Pro Bowls, who ends up being one of the most iconic quarterbacks in NFL history, I think you did good for yourself. Philadelphia Eagles, Brian Dawkins. 2nd round draft pick. Ended up being one of the best free safeties in NFL history, and as a 2nd round draft pick, pretty good value. Atlanta Falcons, Deion Sanders, 5th overall draft pick in the first round of the 1989 NFL draft. This one could be called into question. Could have gone with Julio Jones, could have gone with Matt Ryan, and I know Deion Sanders isn't necessarily remembered as an Atlanta Falcon, but he was drafted by him and ended up being arguably the best corner in NFL history. New York Giants, Michael Strahan, 2nd round draft pick. When you end up being one of the best linemen in NFL history and you were drafted in the 2nd round, the Giants made a very, very good pick here. Jacksonville Jaguars, Maurice Jones-Drew, 2nd round draft pick. I think we all know this guy as one of the best steals ever in a draft, hence why he's in the video. New York Jets, Joe Namath, 12th overall selection in the first round of the 1965 NFL draft. Not gonna lie, the Jets don't have that many incredible players that were steals like late on in the draft, but Joe Namath is a pretty good pick to have in the first round, so this is why I went with him. Detroit Lions, Barry Sanders, 3rd overall draft pick in the first round. Barry Sanders, one of the greatest running backs in NFL history. Not many times can a team say they drafted a running back in like the top 5 of a draft, and he ended up being pretty good, but this is one of them. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, 24th overall selection in the first round of the 2005 NFL draft. He fell really far in the draft, all the way to 24, and I think he proved everybody that passed him up a little bit wrong. Carolina Panthers, Steve Smith, 3rd round draft pick. When your best receiver in team history is a 3rd round draft pick and he makes 5 Pro Bowls, once again, that's a pretty good steal out of the 3rd round. New England Patriots, Tom Brady, 6th round draft pick. And I really don't think I have to explain this one. Oakland Raiders, Fred Biletnikoff, 3rd round draft pick. When you're drafted in the 3rd round and you end up having a pretty big award named after you, I think you ended up having a pretty good career and warranted a 3rd round selection. LA Rams, Deacon Jones, 14th round draft pick. When you're drafted in a round number that is double of what currently exists in the NFL draft and you end up making the NFL Hall of Fame and 8 Pro Bowls, I think that's considered a pretty decent steal in your franchise's history. Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis, 26th overall selection in the first round of the 1996 NFL Draft. Don't really think I have to explain too much. One of the most iconic players in NFL history. Definitely warrants a 1st round draft pick. Washington Redskins, Darrell Green, 28th overall selection in the first round of the 1983 Draft. So a very late 1st round draft pick. He played every single year of his career with the Redskins, so they got a lot out of him. And he played till he was 42, won the Super Bowl twice, and was named to 7 Pro Bowls. So once again, another 1st round draft pick, but since he played with them for about 17 decades, I think he is alright. New Orleans Saints, Marquise Colston, 7th round. So he didn't have the most spectacular NFL career, but he did win a Super Bowl, and to win a Super Bowl and almost get 10,000 receiving yards as a 7th round draft pick, that's a pretty good 7th round draft pick. Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, 3rd round draft pick. Already named to 4 Pro Bowls in only 5 years, won a Super Bowl. Everybody was doubting this guy coming out of college because he was so short. I think he proved people wrong. Pittsburgh Steelers, Antonio Brown, 6th round draft pick. Could have potentially gone Le'Veon, could have potentially gone Big Ben, but when the best wide receiver in the NFL, arguably, him or Julio Jones, let me know in the comments, that always makes people mad. When he was drafted in the 6th round and ends up being the best, arguably, wide receiver in the NFL, that was a really good, well-spent 6th round draft pick. Houston Texans, J.J. Watt, 11th overall draft pick in the first round of the 2011 NFL Draft. I don't really have to do much explaining here. Yeah, he was a 1st round draft pick, but arguably the current best NFL defensive player out there. Tennessee Titans, Steve McNair, 3rd overall draft pick in the first round of the 1995 NFL Draft. We don't have that many great players in our franchise's history, but Steve McNair is one of the few, and really our only ever franchise quarterback. Hopefully Marcus Mariota will change that throughout his career, but Steve McNair, arguably the best player in our team's history, brought us to our only ever Super Bowl and made it to 3 Pro Bowls. Minnesota Vikings, Randy Moss, 21st overall selection in the first round of the 1998 NFL Draft. One of the best wide receivers in NFL history, put up some insane stats. Didn't spend his whole entire career with the Vikings, but still is their best ever draft pick, in my opinion at least. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. Like I said at the beginning, let me know who you want your favorite team to draft in the first round of the upcoming NFL Draft. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. If you have any other video ideas like this, let me know in the comment section below. With that said, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace.